It took 40 years for Stu Shear to build his business, running charter fishing boats for tourists in the Gulf. Now it's all falling apart between the oil spill that shut down business and haggling with BP.
There's no question we're going to learn a lot from this accident in the Gulf Coast. It's going to be about equipment, people, different companies, and as a result of that, we're going to learn a lot about BP and the industry. And I'm sure there will be change.
Call BP. Now, they don't comment on individual claims, but so far they have cut more than 30,000 checks and paid out more than $100 million.
I will bend over backwards to help these local businesses. I am trying to help them. Don't come to me and say, trust me, it was going to be a great year. At the other end of the spectrum is the person who comes in and says, look, Mr. Feinberg, I had this contract and I had this contract. This was going to be a great year. Look, okay, you've certainly, that's the minimal proof. That's fine here. So I'll work with you, Congresswoman, and the people down there to try and maximize the compensation.
Nobody down here should be patient about anything. Everybody should be as aggressive as we possibly can to get everything done as quickly as we can. I think the claims process hasn't worked well. I think creating that fund was a good step forward. I think Mr. Feinberg knows what he's doing. He has an extensive amount of experience. Again, if he doesn't make the same mistake that other folks have made of not talking to the locals about how to get this done, this is not our first rodeo. And so the faster the better. You always should err on the side of the people that were hurt. These people's, the livelihoods of people in Louisiana have just been devastated. The people in the Gulf South want to know that BP is completely and totally committed to completely making it right. And that means not leaving just because the well is capped. Again, you know, it's important. You got to capture the oil. You got to clean the coast, make sure everybody gets compensated, and then start thinking about how BP is going to completely make it right long term for what it is that they've done down here. When we see that kind of commitment, when we see that kind of change in the corporate philosophy, we're going to feel a lot better than them just changing out their chief executive.